Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to talk about something kind of cool: how learning a new language is actually a lot like learning to drive a car. I know, it sounds a little strange, but both are these huge journeys, right? They're filled with rules, lots of practice, and in the end, this incredible feeling of freedom. So let's get into it. Okay, I want you to think back for a second. Can you remember your very first driving lesson? That feeling? That mix of pure excitement and maybe, just maybe, a little bit of sheer terror? That memory is so important because it's pretty much the same energy we bring to learning any big new skill. Every big journey starts with that first decision. And deciding to get behind the wheel, that's a big one. It's that moment you say to yourself, okay, I'm ready for something new, even if you don't feel 100% prepared. And what's so interesting is that the reasons are pretty much the same for all of us, right? For so many people, driving isn't just a cool skill, it's a necessity. It's the key that unlocks a job, helps you manage your family life, or just gives you that amazing independence to go wherever you want, whenever you feel like it. And that decision, it kind of stirs up these two huge feelings at the exact same time. On one side, you've got the absolute thrill of all these new possibilities opening up, but on the other side, well, there's that fear, right? The fear of messing up, and it's totally, completely normal to feel both. All right, so you've made the call. Now comes the big moment, actually sitting in the driver's seat. But hold on, before you even think about turning the key, there's this super important pre-drive checklist. It's what builds the foundation for everything that's about to happen. It really just boils down to three simple things. First up, get your seat adjusted. You gotta be comfortable and able to reach everything easily. Second, check all your mirrors so you know what's going on around you. And third, get a good solid grip on that steering wheel. These little steps, they give you a sense of control right from the get-go. So once you're all settled in, it's time to learn the actual language of the car. Seriously, every part has a name, every part has a job, and understanding this new vocabulary is the very first step to mastering the whole thing. Okay, let's start with the big one, the most obvious one, the steering wheel. The name tells you exactly what it does. It's the wheel you use to steer, and that verb just means to guide the car left or right. See? Simple. Next up, the rear view mirror. And again, the name is super direct. Rear just means back or behind, so it's the mirror that gives you a view of what's in the rear. It's a perfect little example of how the function is literally built right into the name. Now, let's talk about something you won't find in every car, the clutch. This is a bit more of a specialized vocabulary word. In a car with a manual transmission, it's that third pedal way over on the left, and you press it down to change gears. And this right here is the huge difference between manual and automatic cars. In a manual, you, the driver, are in complete control. You use that clutch to change the gears yourself. In an automatic, well, the car just takes care of all of that for you. So this is where you hear that classic phrase. When you're in a manual car and you're ready to go, you shift into first gear. That action connects the engine to the wheels, and it's the very first thing you do to get moving. Okay, so we've got the basic vocabulary down. Now let's get into the phrases you'll actually hear when you're on the road. This is where language turns into action. We're talking about direct commands, instructions, and yeah, even a few idioms. This is probably one of the first and most important things a driving instructor will ever say to you. It sounds so simple, but it means so much more than just looking straight ahead. Yeah, this isn't a suggestion. It's a command for total 100% concentration. It means no distractions, no looking at your phone, not getting lost in the music. Your entire focus has to be on driving safely. All right, here's another super common one. You might hear it from a police officer, or maybe just if you need to stop on the side of the road for a minute. It's a very direct, two-part instruction. First, you slow down and you guide the car over to the side, to the shoulder of the road. And second, you come to a complete, safe stop, well out of the way of traffic. Okay, now for something a little different. I want you to imagine a really frustrated driving instructor saying this. This is a perfect example of an idiom, where the words don't mean exactly what they seem to mean. So let's stop and think for a second. Have they literally gone through this lesson 1 million times? Like, did they keep a tally? No, of course not. It's what we call an exaggeration. In English, saying 1 million times is just a common way to say a lot. It's all about adding emphasis and showing how you feel. In this case, probably pretty frustrated. And that right there, That kind of brings us full circle, doesn't it? As you start to learn all the vocabulary, the direct commands, and even the tricky idioms, you're not just learning to operate a machine, you're actually becoming fluent in its language. Let's look at how that builds confidence. See, the path to feeling confident is exactly the same. Whether you're behind the wheel or trying to speak a new language, you do it over and over, and repetition builds muscle memory until it's automatic. You have to accept that making mistakes it's a normal part of learning. And with enough practice, all that new vocabulary you were struggling with turns into a natural skill. And here's the best part. Understanding the rules doesn't trap you. It gives you the freedom to navigate any road or any conversation with real confidence. So I guess I'll just leave you with this thought. It doesn't matter if it's learning a language or a new instrument or even learning how to drive. That journey toward confidence, it's something we all share. So what journey are you on right now?